Are we all still awake? Are we all still charged up? Are we all inspired? Are we all provoked? Are we all angered to action? You need to keep awake. It is not the time for Nigerian women to fall asleep. We have issues, we have problems, and we must act. On that note, distinguished chairman, my fellow speakers, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I would like to thank 100% Nigeria Limited for inviting me and creating a platform for us to discuss ROWEAD and arouses the consciousness of the Nigerian woman as a change agent in the democratic process in Nigeria, Africa, and inspire the beginning of a new era in Nigeria's socio-political and economic landscape. I am here to specifically speak on the issues of driving the women's business agenda in the democratic process. Simply put, we in the corporate world, as entrepreneurs, what it simply means is that what are we going to do come 2015? Are you ready? I mean, are you really ready? I mean, really ready so that we begin to change the fortunes of our great country. The giant and the lion of Africa cannot afford to sleep. The giant and the lion of Africa cannot afford to just sit down and watch our girls. Still missing, today is day 40, calculate it. Their mothers, women like you, must feel. You know what? I do not even want to attempt to insult their emotions by trying to put words to them. It is time to stop trying to fix a broken neck with a plaster. The only way to achieve true peace is to create channels for sustainable long-term change. Do you agree? Yes. Do you really agree? Yes. You know what? If I do not get your cooperation or your validation, because I am angry. I am truly angry because it is agreed that it is the Nigerian women. You all heard Prof, okay? From Kenya. The women have a reason. They've done what they need to do. Rwanda has done what they need to do. We're here, talking shop, complaining, sitting back, and we're not even provoked enough to action. I'm asking you a question. Are you ready to make the change that we need to do in Nigeria? Yes. Thank you. So I say here today, without the active involvement of the Nigerian women at all levels of decision making, our national goals of equality, development, and the peace we so cherish cannot be achieved. Let me say it again. Without the active involvement of the Nigerian women at all levels of decision making, our nation's goals for equality, development, and peace cannot be achieved. At WIMIS, we proudly say we're the catalyst that elevates the status and influence of women and their contribution to what? Nation building. It is part of our ethos to provide women who seek to take on political roles with the capacity building support they need for challenges that they are bound to face. We do that through several avenues, but primarily through the Tribe of Women Initiative, an advocacy group for women equipped and capable of entering politics to represent the needs of women on a political platform. We've also collaborated with the Nigerian Women Trust Fund, an organization that promotes and supports women's participation in politics. One of the many areas we focus on is capacity building for governance, because it is not enough to be elected or be appointed to government service without the ability to exercise that responsibility effectively and efficiently. So we continue to invest in strengthening the skills and leadership abilities of the women who seek to represent us. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I heard some of the speakers say this before. We are in the 21st century. We live what? In the digital age. It is time that we become more in tune with the power of the social media. It has to change the perceptions, address issues, and generate awareness. Ladies, let us embrace social media. It is never too late to learn and adapt to the world around us. Play around with it. Get your kids to show you. My 10-year-old son showed me 2 days ago. I was blessed with an iPhone 3, and guess what? I was looking for where to put on the touchlight. He said, "Mommy, let me have it." And I said, "Show me." And he was proud to show me. And I made him feel good. And I said, "You know what? Sons could also be teachers." He was proud. Many other things. I don't know how to delete it. On my BBM messages, that I said, "Having challenges with my new device." I'm not ashamed to say so, because if I ask questions, I will learn. I will learn. And each and every one of us should also just let go. Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. You must release yourself. And if you do, Nigeria will have the first female president. We can do it. As a roundup, an old adage also goes. Another tip. My dear Mrs. Bright also mentioned this, but it is something we should constantly reiterate. The adage goes, health is wealth. All too often, we get caught up in our roles as workers, mothers, wife, daughter, that it is easy to let important things like our health sit on the back burner. A well body is home to a keen and active mind. We cannot be expected to change the future of a nation when we are unable to look after the most important things in our lives, our health. Let us seek to heal ourselves before we seek to heal an entire nation. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing worth doing is easy. Women will continue to face challenges and barriers to the productive participation in political engagement and government until we take on the arduous task of promoting a change culture. Even countries far more developed than ours still suffer from the predicament of having too few women in power. So I know a country like ours, the challenge will even be that little tougher. However, I am an optimist. I am a fighter. I never give up on the things and the people I believe in. Ladies, I believe in you. I believe in your abilities to precipitate change in our nation. And you're going to oblige me one thing. Now, can you please turn to the person on your left and on your right and say to them, ladies, I believe in you. And I believe in your abilities to precipitate change in our nation. Let us say that to us every morning. I will tell Mr. Alex Oni to put it on. Okay? I believe in you. I believe in myself. I believe in my abilities to precipitate change in our great country, Nigeria. Let us embrace this opportunity to continue to promote women's empowerment and participation at all levels of society. Let us build on the strength of our current accomplishments and continue to fund projects that enhance women's political participation. Nobody is going to give us a free ride. Professor Kwai said it. Nobody is going to give us a free ride. It is up to us as women to begin to make the changes that will accomplish our mission. We will not be stopped by fear, by self-doubt, the prejudiced beliefs of others, the threats of self-serving terrorists, and neither will we be motivated by wealth, ethnic distinction, or religion. We will stand together as women to nurture this country back to sanity. The Lion of Africa shall be reborn through the collective power of the Nigerian women. Do I hear an amen? Amen. Thank you very much. Amen.